For years, we've been told you are what you eat. Simple, right? But what if that one little phrase is the very reason we're all so lost when it comes to food? Well, we're going to dive into a totally new way of thinking about nutrition, one that flips that old saying on its head and finally gives us a clear path through all the noise. So let's be real. Do you ever feel like you're just drowning in health advice? One day, fat is the enemy. The next, it's carbs. It is a constant whiplash, and honestly, it's exhausting. If you feel that way, you are definitely not alone. I mean, just look at the chaos. Go keto or go low fat? Are we supposed to eat more plants or more meat? Should you be eating every few hours to stoke your metabolism, or should you fast for 16 hours? It feels like you just can't win. But here's the thing. The problem isn't that one of these is right and the others are wrong. The real problem is the entire framework we're using to think about food. And this is the big aha moment. It's not about the individual pieces of advice. It's the model itself that's broken. We've been trying to solve this incredibly complex puzzle by looking at one tiny piece at a time, and we're completely missing the giant, beautiful picture they create when they all fit together. So what's the new model? Well, it starts with throwing out that old idea of your body as some kind of simple machine. Instead, I want you to imagine it as something way more amazing, more dynamic, like a thriving, complex, living ecosystem. And this leads us to this incredible scientific concept, the holobiont. Now, this isn't just some new buzzword. This is a complete reframing of what a human being is. It means you're not just you. You're you plus all the trillions of microbes that live with you, all working together as one single integrated superorganism. And the scale of this is just mind-blowing. 39 trillion? That's the estimated number of microbial cells in your body. In fact, they outnumber your human cells. Think about that for a second. You are literally more them than you. This isn't just a party trick fact. It's a biological reality that changes absolutely everything. So once you start seeing yourself as this holobiont, this walking ecosystem, the whole point of eating completely changes. You're not just fueling a body anymore. Your new job, your most important role, is to be an ecosystem manager. You are the caretaker of this incredible inner world. Okay, so if you're the manager, what's your first task? You've got to start thinking of your gut less like a factory and more like a garden. A beautiful, diverse garden that needs the right kind of care and nourishment to really flourish. And here's where it gets really interesting. A little bit of a paradox, actually. To create a single, strong, unified gut ecosystem, you need to feed it a huge variety of different things. You know, a healthy garden isn't just one type of plant over and over again. It's full of all kinds of different plants that support each other. Your gut is exactly the same. So how much variety are we actually talking about here? Well, research from the American Gut Project gives us a really simple and powerful target. People who eat over 30 different types of plants every week have a gut microbiome that is way more diverse and more resilient than people who eat 10 or fewer. That's not a small difference. It's a huge one. And this is the best part. This isn't about forcing yourself to eat 30 salads a week. Not at all. The term plant covers a massive category. We're talking fruits, veggies, whole grains, nuts, seeds, beans, even the herbs and spices you cook with totally count. That little pinch of oregano on your pizza, that handful of almonds, it all adds up to that crucial variety your inner garden is craving. Okay, so feeding your inner garden is step one. But the food you eat, it does something even more incredible. It's not just fuel. It's not just building blocks. It is information. Every single bite you take is sending a direct message to your body, a set of instructions. I absolutely love this analogy. Think of your DNA as your body's hardware. It's the fixed code. It is what it is. Your diet gives this hardware the essential, non-negotiable parts it needs to run, like amino acids. But then there's your epigenetics. That's how your genes are expressed. That's the software. And guess what? Your diet is the programmer, constantly writing and rewriting that software. So how does food actually talk to your genes? Well, nutrients from foods, like the folate and leafy greens, they act like little chemical sticky notes. They can literally attach to your DNA and tell a gene to turn on or turn off, which completely changes how your body works. This isn't science fiction. The food on your plate is providing instructions to your genetic code, right now, in real time. All right, this brings us to one of the wildest, most counterintuitive ideas in all of nutrition. We're always taught to avoid anything toxic. But what if I told you that some of the healthiest things you can possibly eat are, in a very small way, just that? It turns out that many of the most powerful compounds in plants are actually mild stressors for our bodies. The process is called hormesis, and it is so cool. Here's how it works. You eat something like broccoli, which has this compound called sulforaphane. That gives your cells a little jolt of stress. In response, your body doesn't just deal with it, it overreacts in the best way possible. It switches on its own powerful internal defense systems. And the result? You don't just go back to normal. You end up stronger and more resilient than you were before. You're literally building strength from the inside out. So we've got our body as an ecosystem, and we've got food as information. But if we stop there, we're still missing a massive piece of the puzzle. Because, let's face it, food is never, ever just about biology. It's about who we are, it's about our psychology, our culture, our identity. I mean, think about it. Food is so deeply personal. It connects you to your heritage through grandma's recipes. It's an emotional anchor to your best and sometimes worst memories. It's how we connect with people, how we celebrate. And the choices we make every day say something about the kind of person we want to be. And that's really the bottom line. You could have a diet plan that is biologically perfect on paper, but if it makes you miserable, if it cuts you off from your friends and your culture, it is doomed to fail. The only plan that's going to work long-term is one that finds that beautiful harmony between what your body needs and who you are as a person. So this is the challenge, right? How on earth do you manage your inner ecosystem, your genetic software, and your personal story all at the same time? I know, it sounds impossibly complex, but this is where technology is really stepping in to help us create a truly personalized future for nutrition. It creates something called a cognitive spiral, which is really just a powerful partnership between you and technology. It all starts with you and your goals. Then, AI can analyze your unique biology, your genes, your microbiome. That data gets turned into personalized advice you can actually use. And then, and this is key, you get real-time feedback from tools like continuous glucose monitors. You see what's working, you adapt, and the cycle just keeps getting smarter and more personalized every time. So ultimately, this new way of thinking puts the power right back where it belongs, in your hands. Food isn't just fuel. It's the tool you use to manage your ecosystem, it's the information you use to program your genes, and it's a huge part of your personal story. So the only question left is, what story do you want to write?